Okay, I'm going to show you my fish tank. You know, for years I kept bettas, and I always kept them in tanks by themselves. You know, in the beginning I was dumb and kept them in bowls, and then I learned to put them in 5-gallon tanks, which they liked a lot better. But, see, he's friendly. I just love him. He's just a sweet guy. Anyways, what I was trying to show you with this video is, you know, it's just a myth that you have to put bettas in the tank by themselves, because every other betta that I've ever had didn't really live that long, and they acted very depressed. They just kind of laid at the bottom and didn't move around much. But the second I decided to try it, they all thrived, and this is the second one I've had in like 6 years. The other one lived a long time in this tank. I have, let's see, I have mollies in here, and I have these neon fish, I forget what they're called, and I had this giant Danio. His partner, unfortunately, jumped out of the tank and didn't make it. I can't remember. Is that the, I think it's female. She jumped out of the tank too, but luckily I came and heard her flopping around on the kitchen floor one night and saved her life. But anyway, yeah, I have a 20-gallon long. I have 3 of these corridors down here. I have a silver and 2 white ones. I've had them for a long time too. And that giant Danio, him and his partner I had for about 4 years now. I need to get him a new mate, because she's been in there for a long time or so. She chases the pink and the green around a little bit. These ones are new. I just got these mollies the other day. I think they're pretty. Him and, or whatever, and that orange one back there. And then, of course, my betta, and he's just as happy as a little lark in there. Every now and then he'll try to chase one of them, but male bettas are pretty slow, and as long as you have fast, non-aggressive fish in there with them, they do fine. Actually, they do better. They thrive. They really do. They just do better, and they live longer. They're happier, because, I mean, in the wild, they don't live alone. Live alone. Well, you know what I mean. So, I mean, honestly, I think it's kind of mean to keep them by themselves. They're just lonely. Now, you shouldn't put another male betta in there with them. That'd be kind of dumb. See, he just leaves everybody alone. Like I said, every now and then he'll try to chase one, but he can't catch them anyway, so it doesn't matter. But it just perks them up. They just seem more happier with somebody else in the tank with them. But I like my little fish tank. I've had it for about 5 years now. Most of my fish in here, they live a long time. I had a bad experience with guppies. Won't do that again. They just seemed to all just die at once one day. It was crazy. Won't do that again. Plus, you can't really put guppies in here with bettas, because they think they're other bettas and they'll chase them more if you put real fancy fish in there. And you can't put other aggressive fish in there with them. Like, you know, those cichlids, you wouldn't want to do that. But as long as you put docile, you know, fast swimming fish in there with them, they really like it. Bettas really like to have a community tank. Like I said, I've kept bettas for years, and they would just always seem sad. So one day I said, oh, you know what, I'm gonna put them in there. I'm gonna see what happens. And that fish lived forever. I mean, he lived for a long time compared to the other ones I've had. And so, and I've even had female bettas in there with him. Now the females have a tendency to chase the males and kind of nip at them. So you kind of got to watch that. You got to kind of have a bigger tank if you're going to have females in there with them. But I had a couple females in with the last one I had, and they didn't bother him, and he didn't bother them. Really, he tried to chase them a little bit, but females are a lot faster than males because they don't have that fancy tail. So, as you can tell, his tail is still in really good shape, so obviously he's not getting nipped at. The other ones have good tails, and they're not getting nipped at either, so If you're going to get a betta, just put them in a tank with the other fish. They'll be a lot happier. Nobody wants to live alone. Not even betta fish.